Hey, what's going on? Happy Friday, everybody. Let's see who we got in here. Martin Wright, but he's blocked somehow. Hopefully, he gets that straightened out and joins us. Hey, Becky. Hey, look, Torp's here. What's going on, Torp? Gordon Walker made it. 64 days to his 64. It's his 64th birthday. Happy birthday, Gordon.
In 14 days.
Oh, in 14 days. Okay, all right. Well, Kim got that straightened out. Robbie Altree. Don, what's going on, man? Spray bomb.
Spray bomb.
How you doing, Larry?
Don. Gordon.
Give blood.
PPSS.
Rick, what's going on, man? Tony Greenstein.
Tony G. Kevin L.
Yo, Ron's here.
Big
Good
job. You missed Kevin.
I didn't miss Kevin. You were saying Kevin. Okay. I missed Kevin. I didn't miss
Henry.
Yo, one's here. Henry.
Where's one?
He's right
Oh,
there.
I see him.
Room for one more.
He needs to make his pick.
Yeah, you got to make your pick. Don't forget to make your pick before the end of the show. Frank, what's happening?
Hey, Frank. I'm like up by 3.
Paul White, how you doing,
hey,
brother?
Paul.
Ooh, everybody's filing in. Everybody's getting here right on time. Outstanding. Everybody coming in, saying hello to one another. You guys can see by the what? You're tired.
Yeah.
I'm a little beat up today too. I mean, I was crawling around on the floor with that Nova all day.
Hey, Floyd.
Yo, Floyd, how you doing, buddy?
Tarlo's here too.
Yo, what's going on, Andy?
Hey, Kansas Okie.
Yo, Sam, how you
Babe.
doing, brother? Two Babe Jenkins, what's going on?
Yeah, you have no reason to be tired.
Who?
You didn't work.
What are you talking about? I worked all day.
No, that's a hobby.
I hobbied all day. I'm tired.
Once you fell asleep in the chair like at 8 o'clock last night and didn't get up until 7 o'clock this morning.
I was pretty
How
tired.
much sleep do you need?
I need more sleep. But well, we got stuff. We got started. We got started on your car. You should be happy about that.
What the car you're gonna sell?
We'll see. Boy, you're just in rare form today. Kim, I'll tell you what.
That drive shaft didn't want to come out.
I'm of the belief that that's not. I don't think it was cut to the right size. I'll make sure before I put it back in. I'll take some solid measurements. Like I said, that's the job the guy hurt himself and decided to sell the car on when he put that rear in, and like it's not the stock rear, so I can't guess that that's the right drive shaft. Well, I really didn't look at how much travel space there was there before I let the rear all the way down. But when I jacked it back up, there was more play, and I was able to just pull it out. Tomorrow morning, you'll see the other short I did on it. I got the rear out, and boy, oh boy,
Henry stole his bikes back.
that thing was put together backwards, and it was hard to get apart. Huh?
Henry stole his bikes back.
Well, hey, if they're yours, did you really steal them? You got them back. We'll call it got 'em.
Hey, Andy.
Yo, Andy, how you doing, buddy? Dog house. Big dog here. Yeah, we're getting going on it there, Gordon. We're going to get started. It's a 10 bolt, Robbie. I think if I'm not mistaken, I remember the guy telling me it's out of a Gen 2 Camaro. I don't know.
You're right, Kevin. It's these winter months.
But
it's a freaking time change.
It's an interesting. I would have preferred to have the stock rear in it. Maybe not to keep in there, but just to have measurements to go off of. I mean,
Give blood one says the center casting looks like it may be an 8.5.
Okay. Well, we'll look at that. I'll do a close up of it tomorrow at some point and let you guys look at it. I'm making a video while I'm making shorts, so we'll see.
Didn't the Bears just play?
Last night.
And he said he picked the Bears.
Yeah, because they won. Nice try. Nice try, buddy. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I'm with you, Robbie. One thinks he's slick.
Well, he might have thought the Bears, but he didn't communicate that, so the game's already played.
Kevin agrees with you to the drive shaft. Oh, happy birthday, Henry.
Well, it may be, Kevin, but like I said, you have to remember I did have the rear drop the whole way down. Zero. There was zero when I say drop down. There was zero pressure on the rear, so it was just hanging there. But all the way in, it just.
Happy beer day.
We'll take a real good look at it before we put that drive shaft back in.
Oh, okay, the Cowboys.
Yeah, Larry, I got a story for that. I actually am going to make a short. I just didn't have enough time to push the gasser back and lift the tilt nose up. But I'll make a short on it. But the guys that are here, I'll tell you what happened. I had the car out. As soon as I put that on, well, not as soon as the next day after I had it on, I went to the car show and I went to that coffee and cars in the morning. And when I was going to the coffee and cars in the morning, you guys seen the short I made where I just hit the first couple gears. Well, right around that point, the whole cabin fills with oil smoke. I was like, my car's on fire. Oh my goodness gracious. I just had a connection. I pull over right away. There's a big shoulder there. And I pull over. I leave the car idling because in my mind, I kind of know what happened. And sure enough, I went out and I tilted the car up, and the passenger side header wrap had oil all over it. And the dipstick had popped out and pushed the oil out. So I pressurized the block. I will tell you, I really got into it. That's the first time I've ever really, really got into the car. There was nobody around. I had about a mile straightaway right there. There's nobody there, so I let it have it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use that oil catch can or not. I don't know if I have it hooked up. I still don't know if it's hooked up right or backwards yet either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the car and I want to feel the vacuum and make sure it's still got a good vacuum pulling the ball on the PCV valve. We'll take it from there. And plus, I'm going to look underneath. I haven't looked underneath yet to make sure I didn't sprout any oil leaks from pressurizing the block. But yeah, so the wrap's got oil all over it. I will make a short so you guys can see it for yourself. So I'm not sold on that yet. And also, I drained it when we were at that mall. A couple guys come over. I was telling them what happened, and I drained it right then and there. There's a lot of condensate. It was like watery oil. So I don't know. And it was really moist that morning. So I don't know if I'm pulling and I made water. I don't know. So I'm not sure about that catch can yet. Or I'm on the fence about it. So that's what happened with that.
Are you done?
I was telling a story.
The dipstick popped out when he pulled over to the side of the road.
No. The dipstick.
No, you forget it.
Forget it. Oh, you mean I popped out of the car? She's making fun of me. I will tell you that thing, man, there's a whole lot of pedal we've not explored yet on that thing. It's got a lot of room to go.
Hey, country boy. Hey, Josh is here.
What's going on, Jason? How you doing, buddy? Hey, what's going on, Josh? How you making out, brother? Thanks for coming in.
Nautical candy rope games. Hey, that's a good idea one.
What do you say?
Nautical candy rope games. Nautical rope candy canes. Hey, Yubi. Hey, Yubi. I saw your short. That's a cool looking bike there. That was a cool looking bike in that short. And a cool looking little mini bike, too.
Well, I'll videotape the rear, and then you guys can tell me exactly what it is because I haven't done any investigating on it. I can only tell you what the guy told me that he said he got it out of a Camaro. Is that
Hey,
true?
Lonnie's here.
He could have
How you
fibbed.
doing, Lonnie?
Yo, Lonnie, what's going on?
You got Jackson with you tonight? Hey, John S. is here, too.
Yo, John, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in, man.
I hope Martin figured out his
Yeah, I'm worried about Martin. Martin said he was having some kind of ad blocker or something was going on, and he's trying to find a way around it. Either that or he dozed off. It is late over
Yeah.
there.
No twist, candy rope. What angle are you putting the pinion at, BW?
I'll have to, the perches are already welded on that. I'm not sure. Like I said, all I did was I had to get the rear out, the drive shaft out, the rear out, because I'm going to change the trunk pan floor, the whole floor. And as it looks like we're probably going to have to order frame rails. So, but
Does a vented oil fill cap really stop oil blowback? Does a vented oil fill cap?
no, I don't think it does. I think you need the PCV. I really do believe that equalizes the pressure in the block. I had initially on that engine, if I'm answering your question right or not, I hope so, Andy, but I had breathers on both sides. Now I just have the breather on the one side, and I put the PCV valve in. And the second I did that, the oil leak on the China wall ended. There's no more leaks. The car is nice and clean underneath. There's no oil from anything. So it helped me. I don't know. And like I said, I'm on the fence with the catch can. I was going to try to make sure any of the hose was a little moist, so I thought I would catch anything before it got back into the intake. So I don't know. I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze. I'm not sure. It was a $22 on Amazon part, so it's pretty well built for being as cheap as it was. But is it going to work for us? I don't know. It also came with a breather filter that you could put on top of it, but it came with a cap too, and it's like your choice. Well, there was no directions. There's no in out. I don't know if the in's the out, the out's the in. There was nothing. So I was leaning on the YouTube world. Maybe somebody had an answer to that, and nobody did.
Henry had egg noodles with spinach and chicken.
Egg noodles with spinach. Kim made me pizza buns. I had leftovers. We had so much good food this week. I had leftover nachos. And then I was still sort of hungry, but I didn't tell her I was. And she used the leftover rolls before they went stale to make me pizza buns. That was pretty nice of you. You know that? Don't look at me like that. You did. You were being nice to me. She doesn't like me to tell people that she's nice to me, but she is nice to me.
Oh, he had carrot cake with cream cheese icing.
Ooh. We had a cake on Kim's birthday. I stopped at the market and got a nice yellow cake with chocolate. What kind of
chocolate icing?
Chocolate icing, but they called it buttercream, chocolate buttercream or something like that. It was really good. I'm not allowed to have that stuff, but I had some anyway.
Wait a minute. What is one saying? Your big mouth via text up the bet to include a jar of Sunday sauce? What did you tell him? I'd send him sauce if he wins?
I didn't tell him anything of the sort. I don't know where he comes up with this stuff. He's trying to hustle something from you.
Ooh, hot water cornbread. That sounds good. Do you have high volume oil pump in the 55? Kevin wants to know.
Yes, it does have a high volume oil pump. the original oil pump and the pump tube, the engine guy didn't like, and the tube had a leak in it. So every time he got into it on the dyno, the oil level would come down in the pan. The exposed tube had a small leak, so it was sucking air, so the oil pressure was dropping off. So he changed it to his style, the style of pump he likes, and yes, it was high volume.
Frank says, I set the driveline level at the crank, then drop pinion 2 degrees down. Seems to work.
Who said this?
Frank.
Right.
Frank's garage. I set driveline level at the crank, then drop pinion 2 degrees down.
I did the pinion angle on the gasser. I got a video on it, Frank. You ought to go look at it. I borrowed my buddy's digital angle finder, and the engine was sitting. I'm going by memory. I have to go look at the video. The engine was sitting at like 5.5 degrees. So when I went down and I measured at the tail shaft of the transmission, it was very close to that. And I did the opposite on the differential going the other way, and come out really well. I'm told, guys have theories on those, and it's like, oh, you should, like you said, go a couple degrees down, and maybe I should have, but I got that ladder bars on there, so everything's really stiff. It really doesn't travel too much either way, because those are welded in. And I thought, it rides great. The gasser rides great, surprisingly well for having ladder bars. So I did something right there. Somebody's sending me a text message. He's got a picture. Here, honey, what's he circled? He circled what I said. I'll sit there and study that for 5 minutes before I get it once. She'll explain it to me.
I have to be your feet.
Remember when you told him that last year was part of the hustle because you lost or something? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
We were just being smart, Alex. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, Frank. If it does, I'll buy new ones and make a change. Or I don't know.
Does a rat's here.
Or I'll get shims. You can shim one side, or I can get shims for that.
What does Turlo say? Where do you set the pinion angle on a high rod with quarter electrical rear suspension?
I hear you, Kevin. I hear what you're saying. But like I said, I think it was a pressurizing of the block was definitely, and maybe it's because of the high volume. I don't know. But it seems like when I vented with the PCV valve, problems went away. We'll see. I should measure the pinion angle that's on the Nova now, but like I ain't doing it right now because the rear's outside on the pad now. It has new springs or newer springs on them. I forget it, J2s or something like that. But I had a heck of a time. They weren't coming out of the frame rail side. I just cut the shackles to get it out because it would not come out. The bolt would not come out. It was in there. So I'll have to get a new set of shackles and bushings. And then the front bracket. The guy must have assembled the brackets onto the spring before he put it under the car, and he put the bolts this way with the nuts on the outside, so you can't on the front side of the spring, so you can't drive the bolt through because it hits the frame rail. It was a train wreck. So I had to take. There 3 bolts. You guys know, you take the bracket off, and that's what I ended up doing. But it's kind of shady because those on the driver's side, especially right up there where the bracket bolts on by the frame rail, it's scorched. It's bad. You'll see. I made a video. If anybody that watches the long video, you'll see. You'll see. Yeah, I actually did, Frank. He sent me a. I kind of had an advanced notice, but I kept it a secret, obviously. But yes, I did see. That's a heck of a car. I mean, that's like the opposite of what he usually gets. It's almost ready to go. I'm sure he's going to make it real nice. It has all the trim on it too. Even has the eyebrow chrome. I'm having trouble talking tonight. It does not like it when it's cold, Kevin. It's mad. It takes it about 5 minutes to where it sounded like where you guys saw it does. But I'll tell you, once it's warmed up, it does like the cold air intake. I've never had the car respond. The pedal response on that car was incredible going out this past weekend. It was the best it's been. It does. It's a little choppy.
The new man's much better than his usual flying.
Yeah. like the 57 he's working on now.
Hey, BBK.
Yo, what's going on, Gordy? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Hey, Mike. I don't either, Becky. I'm learning as I go. People think I ain't nothing special. I'm just learning as I go. I'm cutting things up, figuring it out. Like I was biting my nails, over the Nova. It was one thing with the 55. You got a full frame car, you can kind of straighten things back out onto the frame, But this here, it's a unibody car, so I'm kind of like, I ain't building no jig, man. I ain't got enough shop space. We're gonna cut it out. We're gonna put it back in. We're gonna see how it goes. I don't want it to be apart very long because I like the idea of having it roll and be able to move. So if I got to do stuff to get in and out of the shop. So I'm gonna do this back end of the car in pretty short order. I'm gonna try to anyway.
That's right, Torp. That's how you learn, trial and error.
Exactly. That's all we're doing here, Torp. My videos are more entertainment value than instruction value. And if we have successes and I did something decent, somebody gets something out of it extra, great. But feel free to laugh. I'm sure I'll have my fair share of trolls that watch this that'll tell me I'm not doing something right. You should have a jig and all. I'm not doing any of that.
Yeah, BBK said he'd help if he lived closer.
That would be cool. I'd like to work with Corny. Corny's got some skills. You could just tell by his car the way he does things. Very meticulous.
Torp says he knows because he's made a lot of errors.
Thanks a lot, too, babe. I appreciate that, man. We're gonna get this thing to where we can enjoy it, Kevin. One thing I think that I am going to do on the car, the carburetor shot, that thing will not run at all. Like I just to get it inside the garage. Thankfully, my brother was here. He helped me get it in because I could get the car to halfway start, but it wouldn't stay running. And it turned out he held the choke open and it stayed running. It warmed up enough, and I shot it up in there. But that I think the accelerator pump, it's just constantly pumping gas through there. It's flooding it. And It's an old. I think it's an old Elderbrock carburetor on there. I think I'm going to put, especially if Kim's going to be driving it. I think I am going to get one of those Holly. What is it? EFI fuel injection, whatever, the Sniper or whatever. I think I am going to get that for that car. I just think it'll run better. We'll see. I don't know. I've heard horror stories, but I think a lot of that stuff is operator error, maybe. I don't know. But I am going to give the Sniper stuff a try on that. That way, it's easier for her to drive where it's not cutting out or anything like that.
Country Boys had 7 Novas over the years. Big Job said, slicing and dicing the Nova, Dr. Frankenstein.
That's exactly right. It ain't going to be long. Maybe this weekend there's not going to be any trunk pan in it. And I was going to try to save the frame rails, but you'll see it in one video on the driver's side down. It's just, we're getting frame rails.
Hey, Left for Dead's here.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing, brother? Well, we'll see, Robbie. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm not an LS guy. I'm not opposed to putting an LS in there either, but it's just carburetor is not going to be friendly for especially if Kim's going to be using it. We'll give it a try.
I haven't bought anything one because
What?
he said if you bought fluorescent yellow accents, I haven't bought anything for that car.
Oh, Kim hasn't bought anything for the car yet. We'll see how it goes. I mean, wait till you see this, Hubie. It's bad. This whole car's roach, but we're gonna bring it back around. I was like looking up underneath today when I was like, yeah, because you don't know till you really dive in there. And I'm really got my head stuck up in there, and it's like there's a big patch halfway from the inner fender well to the outer fender well, and it's all pop riveted in, and it's got like just smeared in with seam seal. Definitely mid 80s repair. We're gonna get that all straightened out, and it's basically we're gonna just rebuild the whole back of the car. But we're gonna start with this trunk pan and then work our way out. Everything's bad. We're gonna replace the tail light tray or whatever you want to call that, both quarter panels. I have the outer wheel houses for that, wheel tubs for that. I think I can get away with saving the inside ones. We're going to see. We might have to make a couple patches, but I think we can save them. And the drop downs, I have the drop downs, but I don't know where they're at. I got to start digging around the drop downs for the trunk. Oh, Kim's got, let me see them. All right, Kim's got the number ready. We're 2 minutes out. Excuse me. Who was our big winner last week? I sent them out.
Torp? Was it Torp?
No, Torp won a cup. Did your stuff come yet? Torp won like 3 weeks ago, but his mail takes forever to get there. And who won last week?
No.
Yeah.
Was it Yubi?
Yeah, it was Yubi. I think it was Yubi. Yubi, you won last week, right? I think it was Yubi.
Somebody said the Big Job. One, I don't know. That's the last 3 I remember.
Torp still didn't get his stuff yet.
Oh my
Torp,
God.
it takes forever for his stuff to come.
Good old
Andy's takes a long time too. The last time I sent Andy something, it took him over a month.
Andy's bodywork can't be too bad if it lasted this long.
That's fair. That's fair, but it's not how they do it today. But that is a fair statement.
Good enough bodywork. Laugh out loud.
We'll see.
Oh yeah, Shaky went off on Hubie. I remember him saying that now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, Frank. An old Lagat's beer truck delivery truck getting trailered. That's cool. It would be cool to have like an old beer truck.
Yeah.
We're breaking up.
All right. Well, here we are. We're at the halfway point. So we still got the truck sticker and the 55 magnet, BW Garage magnet. We're going to give them away for the correct guess for a number between 1 and 50. 1 and 50 go. I forgot the number.
Oh my God. How am I supposed
Okay. They're coming in. Go. Oh man, that's going faster than I can see him, honey. There it is, Lonnie. Lonnie.
Lonnie! I
There
think
you
that's
go,
Lonnie's
Lonnie.
first win.
Lonnie won. Is this your first win? Number 46. Why don't you bring it up to the guy?
I think that's Lonnie's first win.
Is it?
That's because you pulled it out of my hand and I couldn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Lonnie's first. Is
Oh,
it?
now I lost it.
Oh, great. Oh well.
Yep.
Well, you have to take our word for it. I erased it. Lonnie won with the number 46. It was number 46. Good deal, Lonnie. We'll get that in the mail to you, buddy. I couldn't even show him his win because Kim screwed it up.
You did.
Maybe it was me. I don't know. All I did was take the phone she handed me. And it
Oh
went
no,
back.
he won before. Sorry, Lonnie.
Okay.
I
Well,
thought that
you
was
won
the first
again,
one.
buddy. Happy second win or third, whatever it is.
That's a new number, Henry said.
Well, there you go.
You
Brand
can't
new
have
number.
too many new numbers left.
Once we've hit every single number, maybe we should add like 10 or something.
No, maybe we should go to like trivia or something.
A trivia question.
Maybe.
Okay.
Doesn't have to necessarily be car trivia. It could
No,
be
no, no. It could be
music
anything.
trivia. It could be history, geography.
Yeah, something fun. We'll figure it out. Oh, that's just cold water. That's just cold water too, baby.
Here's the
I had a
thing.
big day
Didn't you
today.
even-
I have to.
Did you bring the thing down?
Oh, I hadn't even
There's
done
David
that.
Soloway.
There's David Soloway too. There you go. Chug, chug, chug.
Nah, not on the week's videos. Maybe something maybe music. Robbie would win.
Andy's done now. Ah, you got a pretty good memory, Andy. Which ones? Well, we could do that too. I mean, that'd be all right.
No.
But Kim said no. It's like, so we're not doing that.
No, that's what what's his face does. We don't need to.
Oh yeah, we don't want to copy that. That is right. Yeah, we ain't copying.
A team trivia for me and BW. A team trivia. A team trivia. That's what Two Beam said.
Oh yeah, 18. I never missed the episode when I was a kid, man. That was a good show. I can guess that song in 3 notes, Robbie. We can do that. Name that tune. Dude, we have to get your thing, Kim.
The little piano.
Yeah, the little piano thing. Name that tune in 3 notes.
B.A. Baracus.
I was a Murdoch guy.
Simon and Simon. Remember Simon and Simon? The show Simon and Simon?
Yeah.
That's what Frank said, Simon and Simon trivia.
Ooh. I don't know that I can remember specific. Oh. Wow.
Gene from,
I don't know how you're supposed to take that, honey.
like, I guess it's worse. I could be Tina.
I like watching Tina run with her arms down.
Get smart.
Ooh.
Oh, he's saying that because of the little piano, Brian.
Oh, okay, I got you. Oh, now I get it. With the little fart machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Lonnie's been trying 46 for a year because it was his nephew's model race car.
Well, finally paid off, Lonnie.
Kevin ran a Quadra jet on his 327 during the 80s, and now honestly say when I got it tuned, it was the best carburetor ever.
Yeah.
One said, "You're my little fart machine."
Uh-oh, I'm buzzing. Oh, that's just email.
Well, Becky's a trivia wizard.
Okay. Kim does pretty good at that Jeopardy, so I guess you're probably a really good quiz person. You take good quizzes. We'll figure something out. You'd have to run that, Kim. I'm not smart enough for that stuff. You'd have to do the trivia test.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
That'd have to be your thing. You'll have to write it down on a piece of paper or something. Like get a tablet or something. Write down a couple trivia questions.
All right, we'll worry about that later. Q jets are awesome, Tony G said.
Yeah, they're nice. There's somebody online that rebuilds those too. I was thinking about taking the carburetor off the square body and sending it out and having it professionally rebuilt. I heard there's a pretty fast turnaround on them.
Our love's in jeopardy, baby. I was making a playlist today for my workout.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I have a whole like 40 songs.
I was listening to something you were playing. Was it Radar Love this morning? What was on this?
It was on shuffle, but yeah, Radar Love was on there.
Yeah, you had a couple good songs playing this morning when you were doing your thing.
I had Relax.
Yeah, there's a guy online at I forget the name, but he rebuilds those things, and they are pretty desirable. But like I said, we'll see. I'm on the fence. I'd like to try one of those snipers, but like who was saying that? Robbie was saying there was a lot of complaints on them.
My hands went on the wheel.
Hopefully, by the time I'm ready, they'll have cleaned up a lot of the problems. And it can only get better.
And it's 4:30 and I'm shifting gear. Everybody seems to like the quad.
Yeah.
Quad.
Well, maybe we'll look into it. There's his buddy with that Simon and Simon's car. Huey's buddy.
That's cool. Remember, what was that guy's name? I can't think of his name. Gerald McRaney?
Yeah. There's the Hubie sent me that. That's his buddy with the Simon and Simon car.
He's married to Delta Burke.
Yeah, he's married to Delta Burke. That's right.
I keep missing chat. I keep missing stuff in the chat. And then I try to go
Hubie
up
said
and
that's him, the guy. Yeah.
Gerald McRaney. McRaney, I think.
Oh, I like 7-Up a lot, Gordon. I get the zero sugar, but that's like one of my favorite sodas. 7-Up Zero. I think everything is made over there these days, Robbie. There's very little that's left over here.
I don't think she's that big anymore, one.
They pluralize. What was that show that that Delta Burke was on?
Designing Women.
Yeah, Designing Women. He was on there too at guest
A couple of
appearances.
times, yeah.
And he also played the sergeant dad in that other. What was that? Major Dad.
Yep.
Yeah, he was Major Dad.
I did see the trailer for the new Fall Guy movie. Did you see that?
Mm-mm. I loved the Fall Guy when I was
It's
a
got
kid.
Ryan Gosling in it.
Oh, he did Ryan good.
I like Ryan Gosling. Oh,
I still remember
Hello?
the theme.
Dad
I
show.
still remember the theme song for the Fall Guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
My kid's calling through for our show to talk about shirts.
It's an eagle shirt, a quarter zip. Nah, I don't want it. Not for $24. You can. You have no problem talking over me any other time.
Well, I can't because I'm trying to follow two conversations at once.
Bye. You have no problem. You just talking all the time.
It's not as easy as you think it is. I might fall from a tall building, jungle from Tarzan from a vine. I'm the unknown stuntman. They made Redford such a star, or something like that. They don't have good shows anymore.
Was he Man of the Year? Sexiest Man Alive? I don't think he made Sexiest Man Alive.
Who?
Ryan Gosling.
Who's asking that?
Robbie.
Robbie, why would you know that? Take a sip is right, brother.
Look.
What?
When he was in that movie.
What movie?
The one with Steve Carell in it. Crazy Stupid Love.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Robbie.
They picked Patrick Dempsey as Sexiest Man Alive for the year. It's like people really need to get with it. You know, maybe 10 years ago, Patrick Dempsey, not like 2023 Patrick Dempsey, maybe 2013 Patrick Dempsey.
See, how would you know this stuff? I don't know any. I don't even know who Patrick Dempsey is. And that's the truth. I got no idea. I could walk right by like a row of stars and I'm oblivious. I mean, I know people from the 80s. That's about it. I could show you Lee Majors. I don't pay attention.
Girls look at things. That's right, Becky. Girls look at things. We know. What did one say? Kevin says him too. Yes, Dr. Hey, too, babe, I have to ask you, your wife's a nurse. Does she ever see that guy on YouTube? It's Nurse John. He is hysterical.
You missed the stickers. Hey, but I'm wearing your shirt tonight, Randy. I got my Tri-5 shirt on, man. It's in the rotation. It just so happened that it got put on today after I got out of the shower.
If your wife hasn't looked up Nurse John, too, babe, tell her to look up Nurse John on YouTube. He's hysterical. That's right. Miss Dr. McDreamy. He was on Grey's Anatomy.
Becky's checking out her doctor. Probably asking to get some tests run.
Wink, wink. Josh says he's the sexiest man alive, and his wife just confirmed it.
Oh, okay. You win, buddy.
I know an old single you can sing, BW. Far, far away. The farther, the better.
Far away.
The farther, the
The
better.
farther, the better. I'm trying to follow like 7 conversations.
Oh, Hubie, he does a lot of car. I think I have seen Patrick Dempsey do car racing. He does a lot of car racing, so that's how Hubie knows him.
Okay.
But yeah, he hasn't done anything in like I can't tell you like that I know of.
Becky's hitting on her doctor. She says he knows it too because she lets him know.
Yeah, Randy, you missed all the Nova update.
A little bit, but don't worry. There's going to be plenty of videos. We're getting there.
Twerp says yours sounds like a thermoquad. They sucked. I don't know who. I'm not sure who Twerp was talking to.
I don't know. I think, yeah, mine sucked. It's an Elderbrock carburetor of some sort. We'll see. I may get a Street Slayer or something for it. We'll see. But like I said, I'm going to at least look at the snipers. I'd like to try them. I'd like to try one. I think. I definitely want to get a new distributor for it anyway. So we'll see. That's down the road. Let's put some metal on it. I just need it to keep starting up and running so I can move it in and out of the shop as I need. Sometime this winter I'd like to paint the 55. So I got a little bit of stuff to do on that yet too. So we'll see. I might pick up a cheap carburetor. I'd like to go to a swap meet, maybe find one just sitting on a table. I'm cheap. I find something that'll work for a while.
Randy says I need to be in your videos to be your Vanna White.
Kim doesn't like being. You're in a couple of my older videos, but you really don't like being on video. I'm not going to make you do something you don't want to do.
Well, the one time you were having me pull something out of the Nova and you got like my big old butt was filling up the whole camera because you were like the camera's there and you're having me lift the seats out of the Nova.
He did a couple jobs. He did some stuff on the 55 too, way back. There's like 2 or 3 videos you're in. Me too, Robbie. I'm thrifty.
I hear the little dog. I hear the little dog up and about.
Oh, he's moving around. He's getting rambunctious. Well, he's got 12 more minutes. He's got to wait, hon.
As long as you're going to clean up, he goes to the bathroom upstairs.
Well, if you got to go let him out, go let him out.
You can finish
the live on your phone upstairs just through chat. That's Kim's being beckoned.
He doesn't like when he can't see me.
It's been a while. Either that or he's messing with Colbert.
He's not. He's walking
around. Nobody. That's the problem, Josh. They're old. It's like almost every 2 hours they gotta go. They're just like us.
No, Colbert's pretty good.
Yeah, Colbert is pretty good, but our little dog Chooch, he doesn't go to the bathroom in the house as long as you're there to let him out. Ooh, that sounds like a good trip, Randy. Have fun, man. I ain't never been to Disneyland. I don't have that desire, but more power to you, brother. I can't think about getting on roller coasters or any of that kind of stuff anymore. My back gets jarred if I get out of bed the wrong way or if I sneeze. I'm going to venture to guess in Florida, Hubie. There you go. He ran out the door. Yay, I guessed right. What do I win? What do I win, Randy? Oh, that's right. I won a shirt. Everybody has their happy place. Mine is not an amusement park. I like being in my shop. You know, like I actually had fun today, but I got beat up a little bit because whoever put the back of that car together did not put that back of that car together correctly. You guys will see. I made a video on it. I shouldn't tell you everything. And then you won't be able to watch the video. You already know. That's all right. Butterbeer. Excuse me. Hey, Shop Cat, how you doing, buddy? Where's David Sulloway? We got to try to get him a buzz before the end of the evening. Oh, California Disney. There you go. Jason put up a whole slew of the take a sips. Take it. Chug, chug, chug. Nothing wrong with that either, Becky. That's it. Drinks all around for everybody. Yeah, we're gonna see how far we get tomorrow. I don't know. I gotta know. Figure out what I'm gonna get done tomorrow. I'm gonna get something done. But hopefully, I'll have some. I'm gonna have a ton of shorts this week. I got a lot of stuff. You know, it's like in between. Like the video, I was taking one of the tires off. I had to do something to get the tire off, and it's like I'm videoing, making the video, and I'm also making a short. So I had to take the part where I was making the short and cut that out. So that little scene got a little choppy. I can't multitask. Yeah, you know, you were rolling pretty good there for a while, Turlo. That's all you can do, man. It's just roll out, you know. The one thing I like about the Facebook Reels uh, versus the Shorts, the Facebook Reels give you up to a minute and a half. The Shorts, you only get a maximum of 60 seconds. So sometimes they get a little choppy because I got like today I made one, and the one that's going to go on Facebook is a minute and 23 seconds. And the one that's going to go on YouTube is 57 seconds. They're essentially the same video, but I had to chop some stuff out to make it fit and still make sense, if that makes sense. But it is what it is. I wish you the best of luck on your yard sale, Henry. I hope it's going good. Looked like you had a lot of stuff out there. I appreciate it, Randy. Thank you very much. Yeah. Kim still wants to know who squeezed the milk carton in your face, Turlo. That was funny. That was funny. You have to want to do it, Jason. If you don't want to do it, you're not going to do it. You know. There you go, Turley. Kim was responsible for 10 of your views. I watched it a couple times myself. That Lonnie, that may help. I know the PCV valve helped. That definitely did. It's just I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep that oil catch can in the mix or not. I'm still on the fence with that. Yeah. They seem to be Randy, except for like I said that you missed the part where I was telling him I put that oil catch can in, and I don't know if it caused a problem or not. But this past Sunday I jumped on the gasser. I mean it's the first time I let it have it. And it responded very well, except the dipstick popped out and sprayed oil on the header and filled the whole cabin up with oil smoke. I had to pull over real quick to see what the heck was going on. I had my suspicions. And I don't know if it's from that oil catch can or it's just because I really gave it gave it to her. But we'll have to. I'm going to investigate further. Maybe during the week, I'm going to make a short or two on the gasser because I'm not by any means done messing with that. But I just wanted to get going on the Nova. So we got tons of stuff to have content on. Maybe we'll get something going. We grew a little bit the last time we went every day for a couple months, so we'll see. Maybe we'll grow a little bit more. Exactly right, Torp. Exactly right. And I love messing with mine. I'm very cautious. It's like I'm just gonna save. I'm gonna get really out of control when I'm at the track. But when I'm on, I really don't. But there's this one stretch where it was 7 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning. There's nobody around, and I had that little stretch. So I gave her the onions, and she can eat. All right. You have a great weekend too, Randy. Enjoy your trip, man. Have a good time. And tell Mickey Mouse I said hi and all that stuff. And Goofy and the gang. Have fun on your trip, buddy. We're down to our last minute. This was a pretty good live. I had fun talking to you guys. Hope you guys had fun. Like I say, look for some content's going to be coming up here. Obviously, a lot of it's going to be Nova related, but we're going to splash some 55 stuff in there, and every once in a while, that C30 is going to peek its head in and say hi. we got a ton of stuff going on, and I like it that way. I like to jump around. I don't want to get bored and just stay on one thing all the time. So we'll be jumping around. All right, John S., you have a good night too, man. I hope everybody enjoyed shooting the breeze, and I want y'all, like always, to go out and do something fun and come back next Friday and tell us about it. All right, Floyd. Let me know if you're going to do with that. If you're going to get that 57, Floyd. Till next week, man. Have a good week, and see y'all next week. Take care, everybody.